How many of you have experienced a very vivid or realistic dream during this interminable quarantine? Unsurprisingly, this is a common occurrence during this global pandemic because many of us have been removed from our normal environments and our stimuli from the outdoors has been temporarily taken away. Quarantine dreams are merely transformations of our dreams due to the lack of activity and inspiration from having to stay indoors for extended periods of time. These dreams can manifest into nightmares or very detailed, pleasant memories. Nightmares are becoming increasingly more prevalent within our minds as we sleep, and coronavirus nightmares are extremely popular during this arduous time. According to an article written by Los Angeles Times on April 7, 2020, people are reporting more dreams that are clearly related to coronavirus. They might contract the virus themselves or have an aging parent become ill. Other nightmares are more metaphorical, such as nightmares that involve insects. These types of dreams are a very common occurrence during traumatic events. In fact, on April 9, 2020, Vox touched on this subject and said that this phenomenon aligns with Carl Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist's idea of the collective unconscious. This idea focused on the way people reacted to the 9/11 terror attacks. The post-attack dreams had more intense images than the dreams they had experienced before the attack. These dreams had nothing to do with tall towers or airplanes. Instead, other images and experiences symbolized the attack, such as animals, monsters, violent criminals, and even battle scenes. The last important aspect that attributes to these strange nightmares is anxiety. According to an article written by Time on May 8, 2018, approximately 40 million Americans, which is roughly 18% of our population, suffers from some type of anxiety disorder. By adding the global pandemic into the mix, many Americans are feeling extremely hopeless and restless during this time. The outlets that were once there to take their minds off of things are gone. Therefore, they now feel like prisoners trapped within their own minds. Since they feel mentally trapped, they have no choice but to take their terrible thoughts and emotions to bed along with them. Obviously, these thoughts follow them into their sleep and appear in their dreams, thus creating nightmares. Although a multitude of people have suffered from numerous unpleasant dreams, many of us are experiencing flashbacks and unusually detailed dreams instead. Our brains are beginning to use past experiences to fuel our dreams. Lack of external stimulation plays a huge role in determining how we dream. Lori Lowenberg, who is a certified dream analyst, said that dreaming is a thinking process, and our dreams are a continuation of our thought stream from the day. So if we're not gathering new data from the outside world on a daily basis, our brains will use past experiences and emotions to fuel our dreams instead. These bizarre dreams allow people to psychoanalyze themselves to reveal past psychological processes as well as conflicts that once went through their minds. In simple terms, these dreams act as a source of entertainment for people to fill a void in their life. In this case, our social life. This is a beneficial experience because it allows people to gain more insight onto themselves so that they can become better people overall. So in a way, this is a gift from coronavirus because the majority of the population doesn't have time to delve deep into their inner psyches to determine what's going wrong in their life or what's missing in their life. The last key component that contributes to these peculiar dreams is REM sleep. REM sleep stands for rapid eye movement sleep, and it tends to happen about 90 minutes after a person falls asleep. The first period of REM sleep lasts about 10 minutes, and each stage of REM after that gets longer and longer. An April 15, 2020 article written by National Geographic stated that a process called emotional inhibition happens a lot during REM sleep. During this process, emotions flood the consciousness and temporarily turn off the dorsal prefrontal cortex, which organizes our behavior, language, and reasoning. By turning this part of our brains off, it typically makes us forget what happens in our dreams. But due to the heightened isolation and stress caused from quarantine, many of us are starting to remember every single aspect of our dreams. According to an ongoing study by the Lyon Neuroscience Research Center, the COVID-19 pandemic has caused a 35% increase in dream recall. So clearly, coronavirus has had an immense impact on all of our minds. Whether we're awake or asleep, the virus lingers in our brains and can either wreak havoc or allow us to evaluate our past events and feelings. So the next time you experience a nightmare or an oddly realistic dream, grab a pad of paper and a pen and record what you imagined. You might be surprised at what you find, and it might allow you to gain a better insight onto your personal life and improve it from there. Thank you.